That's a good one.
Today's video is about mental health, and even though it is a serious topic, I will be including humor like I always do because that is how I cope.
Oops, got your coping skills. Now let's see what we got. That's not a coping skill.
Nicole, why are you always on your phone? Let me tell you why. Because it distracts me from my brain. Because in my brain, I think some really awful things sometimes, and I don't like that. When I am on my phone, then I am thinking about the things that are on my phone. Does that make sense?
I mean, what if I don't want to live the way you live?
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Andrea. Everybody wants this.
Thank you for asking. I'm doing well after many years of therapy.
Would you like to talk to me about your feelings? No, I'm okay. Would you like your feelings to talk to me about you? What?
She's been inviting me over a lot lately, especially around midnight while she's eating ice cream.
Oh, I can't believe she's been inviting you over lately. She's been ghosting me. She hasn't been inviting me over lately, but I just come over whenever I want.
Gosh, Paige, why are you always coming in so loudly? You know, I always like to slip in really quietly. She doesn't even know I'm there. Sometimes I just hang out in the corner and sneak little ideas into her brain.
Hold on, I don't want this happening right now. I don't want you guys talking about me. So you don't want to talk about your feelings, and you don't want your feelings to talk about you either? Yeah, actually, I have a few other things I need to be doing right now. Yes, Nicole, I'm sure you do have a lot of things to do right now, but why don't you come over here and look at some pictures of puppies on my phone first? I promise I'm normal. Why I quit taking my antidepressants and why I started again. So I have both anxiety and depression, and they're both treated with the same medicine. And I've tried a couple different medicines here and there, and they've always had some side effects I'm not fond of. Now picture this, someone has anxiety, and so during the day, they're thinking of all these horrible thoughts in their mind of things that could happen and yada yada. Now what if they were on a medicine that started giving them vivid nightmares? You see the problem? Now they're not only anxious during the day, they're anxious at night, subconsciously. They're waking up like, whoa, you know, all concerned about an imaginary situation that just happened in their brain, and now they have to try to fall back asleep again. You can see why that wouldn't be helpful. I also think a different medicine I was on stimulated me so much that it made me angrier than usual. You see, sometimes when I'm having problems in my life, I like to blame other people or things, like, oh, it's the medicine's fault, when maybe it's just me. Another problem was one of my medicines was causing me to have low libido, and that was not good for my marriage. And that's when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna find out who I am, just me, with no medicine, because I kind of forgot who I am. Now here's the important part, say this with me. Do not stop taking your medicine without talking to your doctor about it first. He wanted me to wean off of it slowly, gradually, not cold turkey quit. So eventually I was off of my medicine, and I went on this journey of discovery to find out who I am and can I handle life without being on any kind of medicine. And I started seeing a therapist once a week to kind of talk through things and work through all of this. And I thought, oh, if I have a good diet and if I get good sleep and I take my vitamins and I get exercise, then my mental health will be great and I don't need medicine. The reality of the situation was that no, apparently I do need medicine. So I went back to my doctor and I said, hey, can we just try a different medicine that we've never tried before? And he said, yeah, sure. And so now, but today was my first day trying something new. And you know, we have yet to see if it's going to help or not. That will take some time to find out. But don't be afraid to talk about these things, to explore these things, to try something new if it's not working out what you're currently doing. I had this wrong idea in my head that, oh, there's like 3 different kinds of antidepressants out there, and if nothing's working for me, then I guess it just doesn't work. But there are actually a lot of different antidepressants out there. So you know what, if something isn't working for you, you can try something else, and there's so many options. Talk to your doctor about it. Taking care of your mental health is important, and it doesn't have to be a taboo subject. And I'm not afraid to talk about it publicly with all of you. Take care of yourself. You are important. You are worth it. The final TikTok today is about me going to the gym. And the reason why something like that is related to a mental health video is because if you're taking care of your physical health, it helps your mental health as well. Come gymming with me, an out-of-shape mom of 3. Actually, I have 4 kids. I took the oldest to kindergarten first, and then the other 3 came to the gym with me. I dropped them off at the Child Watch, and then I did the stationary bike for about 15 minutes while reading Dune. I honestly find working out to be kind of boring at times, so reading a book while I'm working out makes things a lot more interesting. After that, I struggled through some of the different weight machines and things like that they have, and always doing it on a really low weight because, I'm just not that strong. This was around the point I realized I had forgotten to pack my goggles, and I was planning on swimming laps after this, but I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do it anyways. And I did the stair machine for only 5 minutes because that stair machine is just really hard, okay? After that, I went to the locker room and I checked my bag only to discover I had also forgotten my swimsuit, not just my goggles, which I don't know how that happens because I had it in my hand this morning. So I took that as a sign from God that I deserved a break instead. I went to the lounge area and I found this delicious muffin there, which I ate, and I had some coffee as well while I read more of my book. And I did not feel guilty about that because moms should not feel guilty for taking breaks. After that, I took an uninterrupted shower where no children were yelling and screaming at me. And then I emerged feeling like a brand new woman. If you or anyone you know is struggling with mental health in any way, know that you're not alone. Know that this is normal. A lot of people experience it. Talk to someone about it, get help, and we love you.